this is actually this piece coming up. I think it comes up a little bit further, right? This is the actual, if you listen to Mama Tried, the first thing you hear is actually this. That's literally what you hear, which is James, and then that's it. So James Burton is playing the rolling dobro lick, and Roy Nichols is playing the telly lick. So the song started with that being ripped from Hagg's record, literally, just taken straight from it. And then J.R. Rotem, who I worked with on the track at the beginning, took that, pitched it down a whole step, and then wrote chords around it, new chords that had nothing to do with Mama Tried. And we just sat with that loop for a little while musically. And I thought it would be, I really loved the way it sounded. I didn't expect it to be pitched down. It was just JR's idea, but it worked really well. And then hearing the chords and hearing that Haggard sample, I was sitting there listening to the chords playing over and over again, and I wrote out the chorus as a place that I know where they all know me. I got to get back now to the ones who love me. Wrap myself around you, never let you go. There's nothing in the world that feels like coming home. And I sat down and looked at it. I'm like, oh wow, okay, this song is about coming home. What I love about the way that happened was that I didn't set out to write a song called Coming Home, but that Haggard lick made me feel that way. So the music drew the story out of me, and then from that chorus, I realized, oh, this song is about a little bit how I felt when I first came to Nashville, and it was where I wanted to be. It was city of my dreams and everything, but I, miss my home, and I couldn't just get in my car and drive home for the weekend like everybody else could. So, but I always remember that feeling like I wish I could just go home just for a little bit. So, boom, the song started to come from that. So the chorus came immediately, and then the melody for the verses came straight away too. I was just singing, and that's basically what's on the recording. It's just gibberish, but I felt the melody felt right, so I was trying to fill in the blanks of what am I saying, what's going on. And I took that back to Nashville and worked on figuring out what was going on. It seemed to take a long time to chip away at that. I brought Nicole Gallion over to the house one day, and we worked on some ideas for the verses. And then I went back out to LA, and there was still some color in the story that I was missing, and I just worked with Julia. So I called her up and asked her to come into the studio and see if she can help me finish it out. So we fleshed out more of the story in the song, and then she had this idea. Yeah, I know it's only one call away, but it's not the same. No, it's only one call away, but it's not the same. It was such a simple little phrase, but it summed up the entire song. It was remarkable, really, when you think about it, especially now with texting and FaceTime and calling and everything you can do, but it's not the same as physically being home. So she sang it, and I said, oh, you got to sing it. It's just so right when you sing it. So that's how she ended up also singing on the song.
Yeah, I know it's only one call away, but it's not the same. Yeah, I know it's only one call away, but it's not the same.
And then harmonies?
Yeah, I know it's only one call away, but it's not the same. Yeah, I know it's only one call away, but it's not the same.